Namaste everyone and welcome back to the next episode of Fallpur. Hope you all are fine and healthy and all the best wishes from our side. So, here we are. This is where we left our city or rather town in last episode with population of almost 1100. So now we are going to think of how we are going to expand after this. You know what? It's better to purchase this piece of land. It's quite flat and will help us develop a little bit of industry so that we are closer to the road, closer to the highway, and it will give us the opportunity to develop a little bit higher density whenever it's available. So for next thing, what we are going to do is look at the natural resources we have already developed on oil. There is some ore, there is some oil. That ore is not very appealing because it is far away from the highway. I don't know how we'll be able to transport it, but there's other ore industry, the other places where we can put the ore industry. So we'll try and put that in future. So what we can do now is just to increase a population little bit so that we can unlock a few more things available in the game. We'll just add some residential zones all along this road. Yeah, that is fine. So now what we are missing now is a high school. That definitely cannot come. It's too big a high school building. No, that's not possible. Yeah, this one is little manageable. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine location. And it also gives us an opportunity to build a road behind if we feel like in future to add anything if you want to. So yeah, that's nice. Looks cool. Imagine the elementary school and high school you studying in such location. So now we have some commercial demand. We'll add in little bit of commercial, fill in this gap between which we had left earlier, so that the people, you have to keep adding based on the demand which city has. So now what we are going to do is just add in a little pathway so that it's all connected. This grid is connected properly. Yeah, so I'll do this and I'll get back to you in a while. Yeah, so now all this is connected with pathways. It gives little more options to our citizens to walk around. And they do walk around in City Skylines. I don't know. I haven't seen it anywhere like this. Now what we are going to look on is some of the services which the city has. Uh, trash wise, we need to add in trash. We are going behind, and we have not added any parks. Now the thing about parks is that I like to build those custom parks which the Park Life DLC has, and not these assets in between to just plop them somewhere. To upgrade these, they just need to educate more. But I'm sure if we add in some parks, they will automatically upgrade. Our schools are running fine. There is enough space for all the students that are there in this town. So it's just time to speed up the game and see what we can do now. Yeah, so we need to utilize this space over here. We can have some high density buildings, some transport facilities to connect to this interchange. Now it's going to be difficult to cross over the interchange highway from the other side. We need to find out a way. I think I have an idea how I'm going to do it, but it's going to be difficult. It's not that simple. There is this bridge, we can go below this. Yeah, it's not possible. No, we'll have to destroy a lot of things. This side, difficult. But yeah, we can utilize this side to go across. Maybe connect to the interchange. If we require, then we can modify the interchange or connect to the roundabout. So we have a few options, and we will require to look into those if we want to develop our industry. But for now, our residential demand has increased, and this is irritating. It is irritating. There's no other word. But can't do anything. क्या करे भाई, पैसे भी तो है चाहिए. Now, this game is not to earn money, but our aim here is to make a beautiful city. So I'm not bothered about having a large income, but we definitely need to have some money to add in good services so that our city develops better and faster. So we added this residential so that this complete area is filled up now. And now I'll just expand this district so that I don't forget it later. We'll just close it up to this road. Yeah. Oh yes, now we have reached Boomtown. We have got public transport, ferry, bus, taxi, and soon we'll require to add these things. We have got recreational use policy available, and so we are going to do that because at least in the game we are allowed to do it. And there are so many roads unlocked, other facility buildings. Yeah, good. This is getting exciting now. So as there is more stuff unlocked, you get more options to develop your city, so you're not restricted to certain space or certain way. As you can see, I have only added dirt roads till now because maintenance wise dirt roads are the cheapest to construct. Also, they are not going to be dirt roads permanently. Definitely they'll develop, but for now, because we had little money, we build them. We'll upgrade them soon. I think that time will come soon. So we are just done with the district. Power plant is reaching its maximum capacity now. Yeah, we will require some power connection. Just get rid of these power lines which are no more required on this side. So now we'll just add in some road connections. This connection we were not allowed to make earlier because of... I'll just turn off the collision so that we can add this road without destroying that old building. Yeah, that's fine. Just remove this. Something will come up over there. That's fine. This is part of the expansion of any city, because as you expand, things will get destroyed. Really sorry to these guys to destroy their businesses and industries. Yeah. So I think now we need to add in a little bit more zoning. We need to add a highway connection to this properly. I don't want this road passing through this old village. So we'll try and see how better we can do it. Now for this I'm using a metal road, so I know that this is going to be converted into collector in future. Yeah. I'm not liking this connection at all. Yeah. Oh, that is an ugly junction. There is no way that this is going to work. We will change it. We'll bring it smoothly, I suppose. ये ठीक है. That should be the ideal way for me that this collector would come, so that we keep this separate and then we develop this little asset into something beautiful. Yeah, that zoning is not required there or there. We'll develop this thing in something beautiful. Yeah, we'll do that. I think every town or a city has an old area which is famous to be haunted. We'll develop it like that. And as far as industry is concerned, we don't have any natural resources in that area. There are a few natural resources near the shores, the agriculture industry. I am going to have that agriculture industry over there because we have a shipping line moving very close. So we can add a port of some sort to help out our industry over there. But here, there is no other option. We are restricted to this. So I just forgot, I don't want to add anything on the main road. So I'm selecting where I want the zoning to be so that my future avenue doesn't have any houses or commercial zoning along with. That is just going to add to traffic later. So now what we are going to do is fill up this area with commercial, because we have little bit of commercial demand, and that will just screen off the industrial zone from the residential. We'll have a clear-cut demarcation from here. So we'll remove that recycling center to a better location. Finally, would like to have the recycling centers, a few of them at least, in a combined location, which works as a public amenities, public services area. Yeah, that will remain for now until unless we develop this hill. So we have our industrial zones and we have space to expand now. So now I'm thinking a little bit about how to go from here. What assets do we have and how to get a cleaner road connection, and what should the future of this town should be like. We have a little bit of industrial demand now, and ideally now we should develop our grid layout or road layout in this so that we can expand our industries. So do that. Because this is such a peculiar area, what I know for sure is I want to have this coastline utilized to the maximum possible limit. So we don't want to leave off any space. So I'm just drawing out these roads so that we have a better idea of how the grid inside this thing will come up. So leave that road because I don't know how we are going to connect it to the rest of the village, town. We'll convert this to dirt road again so there is no confusion in future, because you see the metal road will convert into an avenue, a dirt road will convert into a metal road. Now you see we have our recycling center over here, our power plant over here. So we'll have a small service area over here which can have furthermore recycling centers, maybe a power plant or two in future. We'll define this area for that purpose. A small area, not a very large area, just to service these few squares which we have unlocked and the squares down below to the shore. Only for these. We'll not have it very large, and as such the left portion is going to be very less dense. It will not have very dense housing or commercial, so it will not require very large campus. And we are short of power again. We have not unlocked oil power plant. I would like to do that, but for now increasing this budget will have to make do. Yeah, that should solve the problem temporarily. So now we'll add in the road. For this is a very convenient tool, the freeform tool of the road. It just allows you to, play or draw freehand. And with the help of road guidelines, we can just copy the roads so it doesn't create a lot of problems. I'll use this tool now and draw in some roads. Yeah, so this is, I think, big enough area for our recycle centers and future power plants. We don't need that connection. This becomes an area on its own now. We don't want that connection from here. So let's draw in the rest of the grid so that we have some space to add in more industrial areas. Yeah, now to add in the industrial zones. See, I am very chary about adding industrial zones because ideally I would like to start the specialized industry as early as possible because you can control what is happening all around, and the generic industry, it doesn't require that much to sustain, but it creates a lot of traffic because there are so many small buildings. Now, the ore industry, if I have to put in, I have only this space available. And if I put my industry over here, then it will be using this single collector all across. And it will block that intersection very early. So we'll make do with the generic industry that we have. So now to look at the services, they don't seem to have any electricity. Yeah. I placed in this portion and I demarcated this portion as industrial first, but this game wants to develop the farthest possible region first. I don't know what logic it has. It already has water, electricity is closer here, it is closer to the main road. But yeah, game, I don't know what you do. Why you do this game? See? Yeah, now you develop. Okay. So that way we are sorted now. We don't have to add in power lines unnecessarily. So now we need to concentrate on the main road which we had, that ugly junction which we had created earlier. We need to streamline this. You cannot live with this. This is not done. So let me just destroy this piece of road first. We'll pause for a while and we'll streamline this. So we'll use the metal road for now. Now start from here and we'll try to have a sweeping road and we'll connect it to the rest of the grid later. We'll get rid of that piece also so that we have a smoother connection. Just like this, and yeah. This seems fine. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Done. Now, this is quite smooth. We'll add in the connections to the rest of the grid. Yeah. Yes, that looks nice. That will also allow us to give that exclusivity to the old village which we have, old settlement. We'll add in rest of the connections. The more number of connections, the less traffic it will have on the single road. So if you have a main road, I like to keep those connections. Now we'll try and develop this mountain over here. This gives us these contour lines. Now I don't like, or I'm not very conversant or comfortable with the terrain tool which the Cities Skylines have, but we'll try. Now this road, this kind of road, I am little bit comfortable with because as I told you earlier, I don't have any experience in city planning, road planning, but as an engineer I have constructed a few roads and in areas which are mountainous. So I know how the road is constructed, what is the methodology, but nowhere near the what kind of road to be constructed where and reasons behind it. I am not involved in that. But this is a little bit fun part. I've done this, but I've only been part of the mechanics of it, not the planning part of it. That looks fine. We have this road coming over. This hairpin looks really bad. So we'll get the Move It mod to the rescue. Because we can. At least I have that mod. It just helps you out a little bit. And we'll lower this. Yeah, now that is a good hairpin. Yeah, that will do. So now further we'll have a connection so that we can take this road right up to the top of the mountain. Now to use the terrain tool, I've seen other content creators on YouTube doing that very efficiently. I like the way Target does it. I've seen his videos. He does it very efficiently. And we'll try to do it now somehow. With whatever little experience I have on ground, I'll try to use that. So what actually happens is that there is something called formation cut. So you take in the lay of the land, you see the contour lines, and based on those contour lines, you climb up slowly so that there is smooth climb of that road. Here I am just softening the edges so that we don't have that ugly rocky look to the edge of the road. A little bit smoother, a little bit fine. But having a road on mountains will always have that rocky patches on the side. We can't help that. So some will be there. We'll have to make do with it. It's unavoidable. Yeah. Just a little bit. Now what we do is we select the first landing area. I've just flattened it out, selected and just flattened the area over there. And we take this slope tool, we select a height, and from that height we just make a smooth slope. So I select this height over there and I try to smooth it till there from the flat area which we created. So it just smoothens out. Yeah. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, that's not at all good. That's not how I wanted it. And I actually don't know how to repair it. There is no undo button in here. So I think this will do. Yeah. Thank God. Because if that would have gone bad, then we would have easily said bye-bye to that road. We'll try it again. We'll flatten this area. So that's a small landing over there. Then we again select the slope tool. We select that height over there. And we create a smooth slope from the top. I think that is fine. That should do. That looks nice. This part is called formation cut. And it's really difficult to do in reality. Now here, because it's a game, we did it just like that. Now that slope will add in the road. We just select this contour map so that we are aware of where we are going. You see, this looks nice. Cool. Now we'll use the same method to climb to the top of the mountain. And once we are done that, we'll develop it. I'm still not sure how and what will come up over there. I'm still contemplating on that. We'll see what we can do. Now that we have climbed up the mountain, I think it's time to wrap up this episode. Please hit like and share this video if you like it amongst your friends. We have doubled our population to 2200 now, and we'll go further from here. See you next time. Stay safe. Bye bye.